Let's have a look. Hey there, Nina. How you going? I'm just connecting my other phone for the PayPal in case any donations. Hey, Chris, I just got through finishing your reading that you paid for over the weekend. So when we're finished this now, hopefully it's uploaded and converted itself or whatever it needs to do. So that's all done. It was kind of confusing. I'll just leave it at that. It was not what I thought it would be. Yeah. So you know what I'm talking about, the thing in March. Yeah, so I'll just leave it at that. But yes, it's done. It's ready to come forward. Oh, yes, chin tuck. Thank you. Thank you. Yep, I was doing it again. I was slouching forward again. You don't realise how much you do that, you know. But thank you. Anybody watching that sees Chris type in capital letters chin tuck, it's a message for me that I've asked her to put on there. I've had a lot of trouble with the neck, a lot of pain with the neck. Hey there, Shibashki, welcome back. I remember that name from quite a while ago. All right, so I'm on live. It's only 11 o'clock. Yes, it's the moon with the evil eye in the middle of the sun. So we got the moon and we got the sun, and it's all gold. Compliments of Sheen. I should tell them that I constantly put it out there about their company, where I get all my stuff from. See if they want me to advertise anything on my channel. Anyway, so how's the sound, guys? I've got the what's the name going? I've got the microphone going here. I got it working today. We've got trolls in the room again. I'm doing not too bad. Welcome to the room. Welcome to the room. Yeah, so anyway, guys, I hopefully will get in more of a rhythm like I used to be. Things sort of faded out a little bit towards September, August, October, all the way through the end part of the year last year. My husband sort of stepped back a bit from all of the snooker. And yeah, I just sort of took some time out. And then when Christmas hit and then I had an injury, everything just sort of stopped. But yeah, thank you to people that have decided to come back. And we have a $2 yes or no question from Rocky. Rocky, what is the question, please? I'm going to keep doing this neck thing. It really helps. When I was first doing it, Chris, it hurt more. But now I've been doing it, and the other thing I've been doing is the circling of the shoulders, and you should hear all the back of my neck. When I do that, the whole thing is just going crunch, 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 crunch. And I know it's nothing to do with the bones. The physiotherapist explained to me many years ago that when you hear that clicking and crunching, it's tendons going across certain things. It's nothing to do with bones crunching in the neck. Okay, all right, we've got 2 detailed readings for Chris. Now, Chris, are those 2 readings on live? Oh, there's 15 people online. It's telling me there's only 2. It's telling me there's only 2. Rocky, is it really Michael J communicating with me since I put up the altar? Oh, you had a reading about that towards the end of last year, didn't you? That you felt that there was connection with somebody that you lost, somebody that passed. Okay, so let's do it, Rocky. We don't need a timer for this. This is just a yes or no. Let's see the energy around that. Rocky'd like to know, she put an altar up for Michael J. Is it really Michael J's spirit communicating with her? Is she getting messages solely from Michael J? Let me just see if there's more than one energy trying to communicate with you. All right. Oh, no, it's definitely him. We have somebody in spirit. We're asking who's trying to connect with you. We have the very attractive young man here, male energy, definite strong male energy. And we have somebody that has some bond to you with the ring here. So I'd have to say that that's a definite yes. And there he is right there trying to present himself in the reading. Wow. What was at the bottom? Oh, bottom of the deck was the messengers, the birds, the messengers. He's trying to tell you something to be wise about what it is you're doing with your life. Okay, so he's trying to give you a message to wake up, smell the roses, see what is. Okay, so that's what your message is coming through there. I put an altar up for prosperity, for good things to come, but it was also a type of protection. And remember, does everybody remember Joanna that used to be on my channel all the time helping me? Beautiful, beautiful young Joanna. If you're out there, Joanna, and you hear this, hello, I miss you. I wish you'd come back to the channel. Joanna sent me videos and pictures of things about putting an altar in your house, and you can put all sorts of altars. Has anybody gone and had their nails done and noticed that when you're in one of those nail places with Asian culture, that they have a type of shrine thing on the floor, and they put fruit, fresh fruit and flowers, and they burn incense. That's all about protection, number one, that they're protected from evil, but also that they bring in the prosperity, they bring in the money, and they will tend to put things that are golden, red and green to represent money and wealth, and sometimes silver, but more gold. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the times we all should, regardless of what our religion is, it's really good that if you set up something. I have a thing where on special occasions I will burn a candle in front of my mother's picture. I'll ask for, whatever I need to ask for and talk to her. I can talk to her anytime I want, but there are those certain times where I want that bit of extra. So whenever my bird of paradise plant is flowering around the pool, which is right now, I sometimes go out there and cut off one of the big bird of paradise fan flowers and put it next to my money bowl or whatever you want to call it. Anyway, Chris, what are we doing? We're doing a reading general around the career for March, and question 2, a detailed reading for Nina. Okay, Nina, are we doing yours live, or you'd rather have that done in private later on? Let's get ready for Chris's career question. Thank you so much for that again, Chris. That's really generous. I do believe that if you give, that eventually something will return. We have another payment coming in for, who is that just paid? I'm not going to say the name. Let me have a look on here. Where is that person that just paid? I can't remember what the online name is because it's been a while. A general relationship detailed reading. I think it's Rami. The person that just paid me. Anyway, after Chris's reading, so Nina, what are we doing? You want it private. Okay, yeah, I thought you might want it private. Don't want prying eyes having a look at anything that comes up. All right, so Crystal, we're doing a general career path for March. A lot going on for you in regards to career at the moment. Well done. Like, it's about time that this came to you, you know, like I've been seeing it for a while, and yeah, it's taken a while. I just feel other things had to happen before this happened. Ah, there you are. You've got the same name that you donated on. Thank you. All right, you'll be after this reading, okay? So give your question to Nina, please. Nina is Queen Goddess, is Nina. All right, here we go. Crystal and career path for March. How are things going to go? Now, Chris, I'm going to sort of know that you've got that main job and then there's branches. So there's, at the moment, there's, including the other thing that you were looking into and training for, there's actually 2 jobs in place, 2 things going for, and as well as that other thing that you're training for, yeah? So there's quite a few branches going on at the moment. Let's just see where it's going. Chris and career in March. Okay, first card out is what we're wanting to see. The 8 of Diamonds and the Ace of Diamonds. Wow, okay. Ooh, there's something you're keeping to yourself here, Chris. So there's an offer here that you're not telling everybody about, but you will be changing direction with the job. You've got a total new job here on the horizon. 7 of Diamonds is new house, new job, new people. So there is something definitely new coming up. The 2 4s, 1 red, 1 black is telling me that you're holding something for later. You're also not revealing everything to the people that you work with. Over here, I like 8 of Diamonds. Things are going to go very well. There's an added bonus there that you don't see. There will be something definitely coming to a close here, and there's a female energy that's not happy about you bringing this certain part of your journey to an end. So there is a bit of a sticky energy around this transition. Let's just keep going. One job is slightly higher in the money than the other one, okay? And I'm not sure with the new positions that you've been looking at whether you will still be working 2 jobs, not just giving everything up to do one position. And it looks like you will be working 2 at least, 2 jobs. Your challenges are bringing something to a complete close. There is something that you've been striving towards, something that you wanted to do, something new that you were thinking about doing, and it's getting it all put together in your mind that I'll bring it to a close for now, but it's not closed forever. I can look at it in 6 months. I can look at it next year, or even in 2 or 3 years' time. I can still do that thing, but right now I'm putting it on the back burner. That will be a bit of a challenge. I think because of other people involved in that journey, other people saying, you said you're going to do this with me, you know, we made this plan to do this. So I do see that there could be a little bit of a sticky feeling about what you want to do, but you are bringing some kind of contract to an end. You may also, in a new position, you do have a new position here. You've got the 2 kings, you've got the contracts being signed, you've got a nice surprise coming in, and it really makes you feel good. So there is definitely a new position. You may have to give up something to have this. There may be a document where they say, look, for you to have this particular position, you can no longer have anything to do with this. And we need you to sign a document to say that you're removing yourself from this position and fully dedicated to this new position. Okay, so I do feel something will be coming to a close. It's not an easy thing to do. It's more an emotional decision that is hard rather than a financial career decision. So the financial career decision is clean cut. You can see it out in front of you. The emotional attachments and things like that, or the promises that were made, that is sticky. That's something that would challenge you. Where you're moving forward is surprise, King of Spades, Jack of Hearts, Ace of Hearts upright, and King of Hearts. The two kings are discussing the position. You would be showing up as the fresh guy on the track, the newbie. This is something that you deserve, and this is also something that you're going to be very, very, very good at. Because if you think of Jack of Hearts as soulmate when you talk about your perfect person, when you're looking at a job, this is something right up your alley. This is something that you can do better than anybody's done it before. There's also attachments going to be formed within your new positions. There's a friendship blossoming, and there's also this feeling of somebody like a father-mother figure kind of feeling in this picture. So it's not like a romantic thing. It's more like you know that they've got your back, and you know that they're going to teach you things, and you know that they're going to cover for you if you need be, if you're not well or something. The outcome is a bit weird. The outcome is showing at the end of it all the new job, the new position, and finding your truth. But there's a lot of work here. So I don't know if the position that you get is an already existing position where the other person just didn't do what they had to do, and it lands you in a position of, I've got to tidy up loose ends with this job to move into this job, but I'm not just going into this job with, nothing to do and I'm starting from scratch. You're basically jumping into a pit of paperwork. Or, I remember when my husband was at work and this new person came in and they had a backlog of 1,000 emails or something like that. That's kind of what I'm seeing here, that you're hardworking and everything, but you're looking at it like a massive overload that, wow, how do I get a handle on this? But you do get a handle because you've got the 5 of diamonds. 5 of diamonds is telling me you might not get paid what you're deserving of that amount of work, but you definitely will get a handle on it. Now, let's do our tarots. How are we going? Okay, chin tuck. Okay, now can we put a pause on readings? I forgot to say that I'm only doing one at a time. I'm not staying on very long. I do have normal shoes on my feet today, and even though I'm sitting down, there's a bit of pressure going on because I can't let me try and get them up on something here in front of me. That's better. All right. Crystal, career. Crystal, new job, movement forward, March. What's she got to look forward to? Now today, lucky I didn't go in there. They definitely are having a function in there like those women tried to tell me last week, which was a lie. They're setting up the room for at least 20 people. So lucky I didn't go in there. All right, Chris, we start the reading with the challenge is balancing what you need to do. Your home life, your health, your financial circumstances, where you live, where you want to live, what you're going to do. So at the moment, one of the challenges is balancing that. Also a commitment outside of work. There's a bit of controversy going on there. Is it, isn't it? What are we going to do there? And looking at contracts of which way you want to go. Money is an issue here. We wanted this 8 of Pentacles upright for new job, new position, everything flowing smoothly. It's just showing something to do with how much time you put into one area, how much time you're going to put in another area, and where this money is going, that's coming back in. Nightmares and fears will be sorted out. It is sitting there, but it is in reverse. So to me, it's not as bad as first thought. It's something that will be organised and sorted out. There's going through some healing coming up, healing and mending. I don't know why these emotional cards are in the reading about your job. Must be something you need to see. But yeah, this is, remember I said that for you to take on this position, there's somebody else that you may have made deal with, a promise with, and that for you to take on this position means that you're cutting off that doorway for now. This may be trying to mend the bridge between you and somebody else, a relative, a friend, somebody you're currently working with, because you're going on a new direction. There is the temptation here. The temptation card is sitting in the middle of the reading with this job opportunity coming up. There is definitely something coming to an end with the Death card to start something new. I'm just wondering where that person's been. It's a bit strange. You're definitely having a new beginning with the Fool here. You will have a bit of a blindfold here moment, but then you've got the Two of Cups here where you're celebrating and saying, this is what I choose. I've made the right decision. This is where I want to go. The tarot deck is not looking, it's not really giving me the same kind of vibe that the poker deck was. The poker deck is showing the new job, the new people, the support. The tarot deck is sort of showing me more of a personal side to this journey within your job. So if you made some promises about staying where you are for the next 12 months and then you get this new position, oh, sorry, I know I said 12 months, but I'm going now. It could just be that. It could be other person that offered you something and you're saying no thank you for now. Anyway, Chris, just think about two situations and let's see what we get. Up next, we've got Ramday. General detailed reading regarding love life. Okay, so Chris, just think about two things. Let's see what we get for you. Top and bottom. The first situation you were thinking about, it could be a heavy burden. You're being told to, so this is all about burdens and carrying that load. And then you've got you need to get a good vantage point. You need to look at all the pros and all the cons and make your final decision. And then you've got the money pit here. So this tells me that after a bit of stress, a bit of an overload, followed by making up firm decisions about where you want to go, and then we've got the money pit, you know, things working out. Positive or negative, I'd say that there's nothing really negative there because you're getting over some hurdles and moving forward with something. The second thing you're thinking about, you're being told to be careful of the snake in the grass. This can be somebody slithering around in the background, trying to take what's yours, trying to sabotage something. You will be moving away from that energy. You will be going on your new journey and wishes and dreams finally coming true here in the end. So this person, whoever it may be, doesn't stand a chance in hell. What is it they say? Hell would have to freeze over for that to happen. So that's you. That's you, Chris. Hopefully that's helped. But congratulations. I'm going to say congratulations right now because it looks like whatever it is you're going for, it's going to work. Better than expected. But be prepared for the overload, the landing something and then going, oh my God, look at this pile of work. All right. Let me just check PayPal. So Nina, you've got a paid one for later. All right, so once I'm nearly finished, if there was somebody, I think caller, you wanted to donate, that should be fine. I've just got to be aware of, because they're having a function in that room there, and the people that work here, they've obviously shut the roof ready for them to have lunch in here. So I've probably only got about 35 to 40 minutes left online. So we'll take caller if you're still here. You can donate, and then maybe one more. We'll just see how we go. We'll get this one done. Once I start callers, I'll look at the time, and then we'll see if we still got time to do another one. And we'll just do one at a time, okay? Yeah, I told her to wait as well because I wasn't sure. I thought somebody else had paid in between, but they haven't. All right, so let's get on with Ramday would like to know. Okay, Ramday, you'd like to know about general messages, and this is a detailed reading. Oh. It does hurt quite a bit, Chris, doing that pullback thing. Oh. But I cannot do that thing where you put your up against the wall and put your arms. Oh no, I can't do that at all. I think I'm way beyond that now. Okay, Ramday. Yeah, caller, you can do a donation now. I'll see it come in because I've got the PayPal open in front of me here. Okay, Ramday. Ramday, love reading for Ramday. So we'll just turn that down. Okay, Ramday. Unfortunately, if you're looking for cards that showed a reading that showed two people solid together, moving forward together, you've got a 3 sitting here. 3 can represent a sexual relationship. It's also got the 2 4s either side, 1 black and 1 red. So this might be telling me something about in the past where somebody that wasn't so trustworthy, that you weren't really sure whether they were just with you or they were talking to somebody else. But yeah, it's showing me a friendship and not too sure which way to go with things. You have a lot of plans going on in your mind about what kind of future you want and where you want to live and what you want to do, which is great. This end part here is really nice. This part over here is showing me something to do with somebody having a baby girl around you. So there is something to do with a baby girl in this sequence here as well, some sort of announcement here. All right, let's see. General messages for a love reading. Got a lot of female energy here, Ramday. So the challenges is deciding whether you want to hold on to the past. This is reconciling with someone, having something together, or whether you want to disconnect from the past. You know, this is where I'm seeing there's a problem. If you were married and you got divorced, it's sort of like it's still in the picture. Wherever you used to be, there's this, oh, maybe it will come back together, maybe we'll reunite with each other, maybe we'll get married, whatever. This here is telling me about disconnecting, completely disconnecting. So that's where I'm seeing there's a problem within the love life. It's where it's going backwards and forwards, and somebody's come in here to have their lunch when there's tables everywhere. I don't know why they come in here. All right, and then we have, there is a fear around third party in the near future. So this is sort of being involved with somebody that's not quite where you are, okay? What I mean by that is, let's say that you are a very religious Catholic, okay? This person might be very, very much into being a Buddhist or being Muslim or something. So they're very conflicting religions. They're not the same. okay? It may be that you are a full-blooded Spanish person, and this person is half American, half Chinese, you know what I mean? So we got somebody that's mixed culture and somebody that's full blood. So that's what I see with this Black 7 in regards to a relationship coming together. We do have a lot of romantic sort of feelings going on. We have going out for dinner, sharing stories, feeling close with each other. But again, there is this fear of, is this person just sitting here with me, or is there something else going on in the background? It also could be your own feelings and concerns that if you moved into something new with somebody, that what about if this other person comes back and you're not sure what you're going to do with that feeling? We do have taking care of responsibilities here. So this is a good thing when we're looking at a relationship, something solid. When it's just fun and games and meeting up and hanging out and all of that, that's one thing. But when you see a 6 like this is saying, I want to do this the right way. I want to consider everybody's feelings on this, and I want to make the right choices moving forward. You are making a cut-off plan in the future, so that's sort of like where you're letting go of something. You're letting go of something and saying, I'm making a mental decision here that that's not for me anymore, and this is the place I want to go. What I'm going to do when I'm finished this reading, because of these people coming in here, I'm going to turn off this session. Caller, you have paid. So what I might do is I'm going to go and find another place in the club, and I'm going to do a recording for you and send it to you. So I'm sorry, guys, we're going to have to stop the session for today. Anyway, let's finish this off for you, Ramday. I'll give you another couple of minutes because I've been talking in the middle of your reading. Your outcome is saying, be careful what you wish for. Okay, there is some kind of attachment here to do with a child. Your 2 middle cards are everything you ever dreamed of. But surrounding this is telling me a warning here. 3s can represent, 3, 5s and 7s can represent a need to go back to something, a need to let somebody back in. It's just saying be careful what you're wishing for here. You could be biting off more than you can chew, as they say. So I'm just going to reset this clock to, it's got 2 minutes left, so I'm going to change it to 5. No, not 9. Okay. All right, now let's do the tarot. Okay, Ramday, love, general reading around love and relationship. So it looks to me like you've been fighting with your demons, you know. Your logical mind is telling you that this is what you want and this is where you want to go, and you're definitely not doing whatever. But then your heart steps into it and you feel this and you feel that. So I do feel at the moment in regards to relationships, you're just sort of sitting in a very hard place of which way you need to go. The one thing you need to do is make sure that the decisions you're making are based on your own logic and your own feelings, not influenced by other people. You know, like you might like a particular person, and then your best friend says, oh, you don't want to be around that person, they're no good for you, and then they influence how you feel about that particular person. And if you did want to reunite with somebody from your past and give it another go, and then some relative or your friend says, oh, you don't want to go down there. Okay, so you want to see about your husband? When you say is anything coming in towards your husband, do you mean like a third party, another woman coming towards your husband? Because you had fear around third party, fear around somebody else being around the thing, and you've got this past, this reuniting with the past. Okay, let's just see what we get here. We've got two conversations. Anything general, we are still married. Okay, you're still married. This is sitting in your fears or challenges. The Seven of Swords can represent somebody that's cheating, somebody that's basically just being sneaky or hiding things. So there is something there. It doesn't necessarily, without other cards, it doesn't necessarily mean there's another woman there. It just means that there is suspicion or there's things being hidden, right? There's also this warning here to tell you to not go off in a flight of a fantasy, not build everything up on a word or a sound or a phone call or whatever. So this can be where you're getting too involved in emotions that are based on something that's not there. Okay, there is this opportunity to change what you're doing. There is some kind of opportunity to move forward and past this. Again, you're being told to be careful what you wish for here. You got the Nine of Cups upside down. This is like all my dreams come true, everything being wonderful. Maybe not so much, okay? We do have a broken promise here with an ace being upside down. These two being upside down is just telling me they're good cards. They're a good energy, but when they're in reverse, it's like you're trying to fight for something that's just not quite there at the moment, okay? I do see you coming into your own here. This is where you're getting very strong with your decisions. This is where you're saying, this is how I want things to be, and I'm willing to take my time day by day and just slow things down, not make any hasty decisions overnight. Your outcome cards are really good for your marriage. We've got the marriage here. We've got the stability returning. But we have this lack of attention here. This is where you're getting part of what you need, but you're not getting the whole package out of what it is you're wanting. All of the fears and worries and things, the overload that you've been experiencing with this relationship, it's about to come to an end. It's not as bad as you might be thinking at the moment. Let's see what's underneath in this reading. You do have a cementing the deal and the relationship thing here with each other. So this is a good step. It's a baby step in the right direction for the both of you. It is sitting underneath in the deck, and there is a confusion about whether you want it or not. Okay? So I feel that the relationship cards that you got today are showing there's been difficulties. There's been this want to forgive and forget and move forward. There's been a lot of fear going on. But it does show that if you take control of this situation, deal with what's real and not with what somebody else thinks, you could make a go of this if this is what you're wanting. But you have had a warning twice in here to be careful what you wish for in regards to this relationship moving forward. If you're expecting, you did have the thing where somebody's being sneaky, somebody's holding on to something and just hiding things, you know. If your husband said, you said, what took you so long at the supermarket? And he tells you this big story, you can probably believe half of what you were told and not the whole story, because there is definitely something being hidden there. I wasn't really seeing anything to do with the third party, as in he's running off with somebody else and coming back. You know, he may be talking to somebody, but I don't see that there's any sort of big plan going on. But I do feel that you spend some sort of time daydreaming about things, maybe not in a good way, maybe in a more of a negative sort of sense. But I do see that there's a turnaround in the coming months, maybe. So I just want you to think of two situations and we'll see what we get for you. Ramday is thinking of two things right now. What does Ramday need to know? Caller, are you still there? Okay, Ramday, the two things you were thinking about, the first situation was really good. The second situation is very confusing, very scary, things not known. So the first situation, you have luck on your side, you have prosperity, a future, you're looking forward to the future. You have the lady who is very stable, knows what she wants, looking at the past and looking at her future and what it's going to be, and finding the right direction. This is very positive energy for the first situation you were thinking about. This would probably be you, because she's normally the married woman, the mother of the children, everybody's friend, very helpful, very caring. But basically it was like this, where she's looking at finding her right direction and then working things out to work out in her favor. Your second situation you were thinking about, you have somebody sneaking around in the background trying to cause problems. You have secrets, things that are hidden right now, and these secrets cause you to feel very lost. This is kind of more of a negative kind of thing you were thinking about here, or it's a negative answer. Here, if you wanted yes and no, you got yes, and then you got no. Maybe not here. Okay. Anyway, hopefully that's helped, and good luck with whatever it is you're doing. Caller, you're still here. You're sending your question to me via email. Okay, thank you. Everybody, I'm sorry I have to call it quits. If you were wanting to get a reading, I'm not sure if we're coming here tomorrow. If we are, I'll try and get online as soon as possible. I wasn't expecting anybody to come in here today at all. There is a lot of chairs outside of here. Why somebody would choose to come in here while I'm in here working, I don't know. But anyway, I will call her. I'm going to go see if the lounge area is free and that the music or television is turned down in there. Fingers crossed it is. If it is, I will possibly go back on live. Okay, so if there's no music in the other area, I'll go back live from that area. If there is a bit of music playing, I will do recording, and Nina, I'll do your recording in there. Okay, so I'll check my email, but if I can go live down in that other area, I'll get back on live, okay? I was actually planning on going off live in the next 20 minutes anyway, probably 12:30 at the latest, and it's already 11:45. So let me go, see if I can get in that room, and if I don't see everybody today, maybe tomorrow I can get online. Tomorrow I'll make a plan that if we are coming here, I'll get on live as soon as I get here, and I'll do my little conversations later when I go offline. All right, take care and talk to everybody when I can. Bye for now.